I am Sara Bashir, a 21-year-old pharmacy student at the University of Khartoum, Sudan. And today I want to show you the influence of the youth and how they can actually affect an entire country and change an entire country.
Do you know how many people live on our earth today? Do you know that almost 2 billion is under 25 years of age? But did you also know that the majority of these young people live in Africa? Africa has the youngest population in the world with 200 million people aged between 15 and 24. That is within the youth bracket. And by 2030, young Africans are expected to make up 42% of the world's youth and will even account for 75% of those under age 35 in Africa. Despite this, the progress in the continent has been uneven. People there experience interconnected forms of discrimination, high levels of poverty, and hence limited access to health and education, as well as limited political inclusion.
Unleashing the potentials of these youth were effective interventions and innovations such as social engagement, advocacy initiatives, and educational awareness would definitely contribute markedly to a sustainable future and a transformative change through the attainment of more specialized skills, knowledge, and social capital. This will definitely lead to an economical self-sufficiency and an increased income, which will contribute to a better society. As the youth population increases, it ushers in a period during which a country's working-age population makes up a growing share of the overall population. This creates opportunities for increased savings, higher productivity, and more rapid economic growth. However, the ability of countries to harness this demographic dividend depends critically on their investment in human capital, particularly among young individuals poised to enter the labor force, whose productivity, entrepreneurship, and innovation will drive future economic growth. We see the damaging effects of when governments and policymakers often do not view these young people as an asset, but as, well, a labor market pressure that is difficult to address. And thus, the high numbers of unemployed youth are thus viewed as, well, potential sources of political instability and civil unrest. The African youth is very powerful and can make change when united and when actively takes part in social movements. A very relevant example for this is the contemporary revolution that took place in Sudan December 2018 that was largely fueled by the youth in spite of the massive governmental efforts to socially, economically, and politically marginalize them. Most of the Sudanese youth grew up seeing on TV a wider world other than that in their home country, and so they peacefully took to the streets and were, of course, faced with excessive violence and intense use of tear gas, rubber bullets, and even live bullets. However, this didn't stop them. I am very happy to share that I was part of this call for change that specifically depicts the potential of youth and their capability to make a change and how powerful they actually are.
فاكر سراب ظهر الظالم في الآفاق بدل الوحدة عملنا أحزاب شمال جنوب شرق غرب كلنا نقتل ما فات وحشية 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 قادت للهلاك